We hear now of 60 years worth of stories from the barber chair. Dick Durr owned Bill and Dick's barbershop in downtown Dixon since 1965. Daniel Burbank stopped by the shop at the end of March when he retired, surrounded by extended family and generations of customers.
I've been here 61 years. March 30th is the day we opened. I grew up in Buda. I went to East Moline, the barber school. I was with my love of my wife, and she went to beauty school. We've been married 64 years. We both come to Dixon in 61. And then Bill come after me to be a partner. So we bought this building, put this front on here, and been here ever since.
Where did all the time go?
I don't know.
Do you ever look back on that opening day with Bill, nearly 61 years ago?
I remember Bill saying, you know, we are probably the youngest barbers in town. We'll be here a long time. But in 1993, he got colon cancer and died in 94. And now it's been 32 years later. So it's been a great life here in Dixon. We've truly enjoyed the town. My wife, my family, my daughter, my son-in-law. You know, we don't plan on going anywhere. We're gonna stay right here. And Sherry here, she's been with me for 27 years, and she's been cutting hair for 47 years, soon to be 48 years.
Dick, that's longer than I've been alive.
You know, you say that.
I'm going to have to call you in 6 years and say I remember when.
A little while with another little story. This morning I cut this man's hair, and I've been cutting his hair ever since 1964. So, and I've got a number of people, 30, 40, 50 years that they're here.
Well, it's kind of bittersweet because a lot of customers have stuck with me over the years, and you know, it's the last haircut and a lot of friendships, and you know, I've always been around people, and that's going to be different for me. And it's been a good profession, and I love what I do, but it's time to do something else. I got grandkids, and 4 of them, and they're active in sports, and it's a good time to go see them and not miss anything. And my husband, he's been retired for 8 years now, and we want to travel, and I don't know, I've never been retired, but those are some of the things that we want to do, so why we're able to do it.
Did you ever think when you walked in that door 28 years ago you'd still be here?
No. Well, yeah, no. But it was the best decision I ever made, working with this guy here. See, we've never had an argument or anything.
I was going to say, talk about the relationship with Dick.
Well, he's like a dad to me. My parents are both gone, and he's a very giving person. He's like a dad to me. And I loved working with him, his wife, and his family. They're also nice. We're staying in touch because I live in Oregon, and so we're still going to cut each other's hair. Yeah, a lot of laughs this week. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of bittersweet, but hopefully, you know, they'll try the new person that's here and take over, just like, you know, how we handled everything, and it makes going out a little easier knowing you know, that someone's gonna keep it a barbershop, and our customers, you know, have a place to go.
What do you think Bill would say in all of this, that this is your last week?
You know, he kind of made this all possible for me. But he would be happy the way we ran it. Got a customer coming in. We're doing an interview, Jerry. You want to be on TV?
No.
Have a seat over here. We'll get to you in a little bit. This won't last long. How many years have I been cutting your hair, Jerry?
Oh, probably about 40.
40? We have a lot of customers like that. A lot of great people in Dixon. We've always been grateful that's where we came, you know, got here.
I heard about Dick Durr and Bill Heeg, who was his partner, and I thought I'd come in here. I was so pleased. I've been here for half a century. So,
Now what are you going to do?
well, I came in Friday and got my last haircut, and I told Dick, I said, I'm too darned old to train a new barber, so here's my new haircut. I went home and shaved it off.
You know, most small businesses nowadays, they're lucky to last 3 years. Most
Right.
of them fold after 5.
Right.
What is your secret to success?
I came for many, many years at 6:30 and stayed here until 5 o'clock. Long hours and always being here when people needed me. That's basically it. When we open up, haircuts were $1.75 and $2 for flat tops. And then the grads had gone up until $12, and now they've been $12 for 17 years. So we have a young lady who's bought the barbershop. She's going to keep it as a barbershop. It's not going to be a salon. We're grateful that it will be a barbershop rather than a salon, and she'll just do walk-ins as we're doing them now. So that we're grateful for. I don't know whether she'll be here 60 years.
Has she asked you for tips or tricks?
No, she's 35, so probably won't be here 60 years. But a good long time, we hope. She has been in and sat and watched and paid attention. We've introduced her. She would come in at the end of the day and introduce her to different people.
I've been coming in and watching him cut the last week or so, and it's kind of amazing. Pretty much, this has been a huge icon for Dixon. When we heard that he was retiring, it was something that just called me that I had to do. I'm actually from Rockford. I grew up in Rockford. I moved out to Mount Morris, Oregon area about 6 years ago. I've been working in Dixon for the last 6.
You think you'll be here for 50 years?
I'm gonna try to. I'm definitely gonna try to. My family, I have a grandma who, she's had her business for 40 years. She owns Campos Construction in Rockford, and she is a huge inspiration for me. It's gonna be B&D Precision Cuts, so we kept the name, we just shortened it from Bill and Dix. That way he can still live on in it.
This is my bride of 64 years. We came to Dixon in 1961. And this is my son. This is my daughter-in-law here. And this is my daughter on the right side and my son-in-law there. And then we got our grandkids in the back. And we got two are in the Air Force. And they came from Florida. They came from South Carolina. And then we have a grandson in Tennessee who also is here with my great-grandson and my future granddaughter to be.
Do you know what's next after the 30th, after Monday?
Not exactly. But you know, I have been married to this young lady for 64 years. We'll find plenty of things to do. At 85, you know, there's got to be an end. It's at some point in time. So we chose 85. Instead of being carried out of here, we're going to walk out of here. So that's pretty much it.
What a story indeed. And that's Daniel Burbank reporting. We wish Durr the best of luck in his retirement. So many great stories. In fact, Durr joked that he was the most excited to have his extended family come into town for the retirement party rather than his funeral. B&D Precision Cuts will open soon at that location.